Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup as we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Away to get us going here. Bringing it out, it's Adams. Tackle at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. So Alabama's offense has the football first here today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in the showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
Back to pass. It's Simpson. The receiver makes the catch. And he'll pick up the first down, stop at the 27.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Delivers from the pocket complete over the middle. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Completion makes it second down. Looking to throw yet again. That's reeled in. It's Williams. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And that one's picked off. What a play. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, that is a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is you go to the sideline, talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, and come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
On the defense, appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Mental mistake by the defense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Gift to the offense. 1st and 5 now after the encroachment. And the quarterback dropping back. Short throw complete to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And the Rebels looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking for some space. It's Diggs. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Tries to get it to the running back. That's reeled in.
It's Lacey.
He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Rebels trying to cash in here in the red zone. Tight end goes in motion. In the red area, it's Lacey. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag.
That's defense.
Defense will have to bounce back after that PI sets the offense up with a fresh set of downs. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Close to the tight end. Finds the man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Bringing pressure.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
The sack on first down, it's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So they have to come up with something here on 3rd down at the incompletion. To the air, it's Simpson. Tries the right with a quick throw. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
No, kick it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit. The
defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
Pulls it in. It's Lee. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
He makes the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Rebels have 1st and 10 here. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
Another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently,
they're steaming there. Gets hit again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Great move there. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Well, they're short of the first down, but good positive yards here on this 3rd down call to be able to give them the shot at the field goal if they choose to opt for it.
He missed it. Off target that time. So after the miss, it's still a 6-point lead.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking for his big tight end. Over the middle. It's Cuevas. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Scanning the field. It's Simpson. Dump off caught by the running back. And Coke gets Ole Miss on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle, but forced down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
And at first down, they go right back to him. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Down. The offense will go for it. Dropping back. It's Simpson. Throws it to the right. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
He's back to throw again on second down. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. And the defense comes up with the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
So second down after the incompletion. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. On the move now. Nice grab. It's Porton. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down to 17.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback...
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Grab behind the line. It's Diggs. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Ball handed off. Good enough for first down yardage. No huddle here for the offense.
All right, here comes that up-tempo look from the offense. Sometimes it's just getting that first down that will kick them into that gear.
He's brought down out at the 46.
I'll tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's right. They make the stop, but it's a big play with 31. And the Rebels come to the line to set a fresh set of downs.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
Second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. Fights off the defender.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. The lead remains 6 after the miss. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Looking downfield. It's Simpson. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Shotgun empty backfield on 2nd and inches. QB keeper all the way. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
High completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback's got it on the option. Doesn't even get the pitch up before they bring him to the ground. And the Rebels will come to the line to crank up the tempo. An inside give now from the shotgun. The Rebels will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. And the Rebels trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the running play gets stopped. They're going to mark him right at the 1.
Well, you don't normally expect a corner to make a tackle like this, but he saves a touchdown. What a play by the young corner.
Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Fighting for the end zone, but doesn't get there. They'll spot the ball at the 3. Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance. Try to get that touchdown.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Bringing it out, it's Williams. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Looking for his big tight end. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple. And looking for a big play here. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Pressure is coming. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start off the second half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. The passing game has been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Play action fake, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Incomplete. As good as he threw the ball, that's a big third down defensive play.
Chris, I just wonder how many times can this defense keep making plays to keep this team in this football game. They're just not getting a lot of help from their own offense. A nice job again stepping up on this third down. Interesting call here on fourth down to see if they get a chance to make another play to give their own offense good field position.
The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The offense is set up with excellent field position. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick throw to the left side. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
On first down, it's play action. Using his legs here.
Boy, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The offense will begin now with excellent field position. And the single back takes the handoff. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And a handoff as they run the counter play. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Can they keep this drive going? It's fourth down and 6. Send the back in motion. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Intercepted in the end zone. He could go.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's got it on a crossing route. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Rebels. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him. A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The completion sets up a second down play. Handoff on a single back formation. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
He will be stuffed for no gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Breaking free at midfield. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
On the run, it's Miller. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Finds his man. It's Williams. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Tries the right with a quick throw. He makes the grab. Able to convert on third down. Gives him a fresh set of downs from the 22.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Caught quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Jump shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, tied.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ray. He steps out of bounds at the 14. That's where the drive will start. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The defense finally will get him down, and that sack will end the third period. And Kirk, it's Ole Miss on top. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the catch. It's Lee. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call.
Offense.
Defense will accept the holding penalty. This pass rush has been ferocious. Offensive line resorting to anything to try to protect the quarterback. He gets loose. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, caught over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense facing a third and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Moves out of the pocket. The pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on fourth down. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Second down play. He breaks free. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
He's throwing for it on 4th down. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the 1st down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
Makes the grab. It's Portland. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. 1st down from the 23.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. Loses the football. The scramble is on. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Off the play fake on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. On the move, looking deep down the right side.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Love the call by his defense playing dime coverage on that 3rd down, and they do a nice job of not just selling out against the receivers. Quarterback took off, but the defense had enough awareness to keep him short of the 1st down mark.
Running out of time in the pocket. That's caught. It's Wallace. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Looks like he's going to run it.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He escapes the pocket. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again. To the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. The final 2 minutes here, this defense trying to hang on, the offense trying to make a play to win it. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Here we are late in a one-score game. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep for late-game heroics. Oh, they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. So here we go. Huge possession. Suddenly a one-point game here in the 4th quarter. What can this offense do to make something happen? Keep the football. First down, looking for more now. We make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. It's an option look. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Simpson. He missed his receiver. It's incomplete. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Back in motion now. Play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. They took a look just to confirm it. It looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point up and good. So the lead now is 8 here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner is brought down. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Play action here on 1st down. Hit just as he throws the ball.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Oh, and it's incomplete, and the the drive ends right there.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Launching one to the end zone. Picked off, a crucial turnover.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. In a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
So the drive begins with the offense backed up at the 2-yard line. They'll try a pass here. Hot over the middle. It's Lacey. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Grab down the middle. It's Lacey. They bring him down quickly, a short pitching catch to get a little bit closer to the mark. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. They stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Second down, looking to throw it. On the move now. Deep shot, but he paid for it. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Looking to throw here. There's contact on the throw. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. But Cook, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coached team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.